or not, I wasn't even 18, I was 17.
Yeah.
When you think you're in love because it's the first time you ever experienced it.
Yeah, you're never.
So then you're like jealous of everything, and so she was like just talking to a dude that I didn't like. Had words with him, and they finally like put me and her in a room together, like trying to calm us down. We argued. She punched me in the fucking head. And I'm not resentful of it. I probably deserved it. I don't even know what I was saying. So then they had determined that I'd had too much to drink. Because that was
the issue.
Yeah, I was just causing too much problems. So they put me...
As far as I'm concerned, it's those fucking juniors.
Yeah, those
fucking juniors started that shit.
Some of them were cool. I will say some of them were cool. Most of them, not so cool. So they eventually took me to the upstairs. My buddy Trent's room was here. His brother Brad, who I don't think he wasn't staying there at the time. So they put me in Brad's room, locked the door, and said, dude, you need to sleep it off, calm the fuck down. I wasn't done.
Of course not.
So I opened the window on the second story, jumped out, surprisingly landed normally, or at least it didn't. It
You
felt
didn't fuck
normal.
yourself up.
So I found some more beer.
Of course.
I went back into the house, into the bottom floor. Instead of just drinking like a normal human, I got in a closet. Because you know why wouldn't? Why wouldn't I drink in a closet?
You're already there.
So then they couldn't find me. They're worried, like, where the fuck is King at? My buddy Jeremy, he finally, I'm trying to be quiet, and I drop a bottle cap. And he hears it, so he opens his closet door. I'm like on the floor, like a 3-year-old that just like took a cookie that they weren't supposed to have. I'm just like,
It wasn't.
and he's looking at me, and he goes, "You son of a bitch!" And he closed the thing up, and they were just. I could tell I was at that point. I realized I was being really fucking annoying, and somehow took it to another level because then I got into my dad's car that I was driving, got out on the road in front of their house that went from kind of connected agency to Fawcett, but it also went right by the high school.
And it was a well-paved road, right?
Yeah, it was. It actually was pretty smooth, but I got the car up to, it was at least 140.
Jesus.
Like I had that thing going as fast as I could. Drove up there. 2 or 3 of my friends like followed me up there. They made sure they got me back home. They finally got me like in a room. I passed out. I woke up next day, go out to get in my car. The back driver's side tire was completely fucking shredded. Like there was nothing left. I'm driving on the rim thinking, how the fuck did I do that and live? Like I was literally going 140 without a tire.
Yeah.
So I started to drive home. It wasn't going to make it. I called my parents, and I know I made up some lie about how I probably ran over something. Got away with it, so that's kind of where things just,
nice.
I was just like, okay, I can get away with it, so I'll just keep doing it. It was, looking back, it was stupid, but at the same time, that's what made me me. The memories and the shit I did. We took beer on fucking bus trips to away football games. We'd hide the 6-packs of beer in the bathroom. We'd keep going to the bathroom and taking a
Were you the one telling me about, was there a 4-H trip? Or was there some trip where you went to
FH? Was it FH? Yeah, it was FHA.
And you guys went to St. Louis?
Yeah.
And of course, you behaved the entire trip.
Absolutely. So me and my friend Trent were roomed with 2 kids from another school we didn't know. I know we had nicknames for both of them, but I know the only one I remember is Soapy. And that's because, it's because after he took a shower, we found a pubic hair on the soap. So we just started calling him Soapy.
Instead of Buby?
Yeah. Soapy just sounded better. But at the time, me and Trent were really super popular at our school, and we could tell that these guys were kind of not like nerds, but like not quite the same level. So they knew that they thought we were going to be cool no matter what we did. So we had Soapy and whatever the other guy's name was. So one of the nights we ordered pizza, which we weren't supposed to do. And we sent Soapy down with the money, Soapy and the other guy, trying to find the pizza guy, and it was taking forever. So my buddy Trent calls down there to the front desk. He's like, "Hey, do you see anybody like walking around with like carrying a pizza?" I'm like, "No, we don't see anybody." And he goes, "Do you see anybody with some money walking around looking like they want some pizza?" We're picturing Soapy walking around just like, "Where's the pizza?" So that's how he described it on the phone. It was fucking hilarious. And they finally showed up. I'm gonna be honest, I assume we got the pizza. I don't even know. But then the next night we got in trouble because our teacher, who was on the trip, so like the girls were in one room, and I'm pretty sure me and Trent might have been the only two guys. That's why we had our own room. But we had these two girls from like some school in Kentucky that we met and we were flirting with.
Nice.
And they were just running down the hall and in our room, and they were literally just wearing like t-shirts and underwear. And then the teacher walked in and was like, "What the hell's going on?" You know, she kicked the girls out and she's like, "You guys are staying in here with us." So we go in and
with all the other girls.
Yeah, with all the other girls, because that seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I can't trust you with these two girls. I'm just gonna put you in with these.
So some stuff happened with another person, and right in front of it. That's the only time I can ever say I actually messed around with a girl while there was a teacher. Okay, not the only time. One of the only times that's happened.
I mean, only on like one hand you can count those times.
Yeah.
But didn't it? Maybe I remember it wrong, or it was a different story that like the teacher had a nervous break. Like it was too much for the teacher. Was it too much for that teacher, or was it just a crazy trip where?
I think it was just. Yeah, I think it was.
They couldn't
I think she just
control
got to
you.
the point where she's like, "I can't let him out of my sight."
Yeah, it was like a super babysitting.
I remember like we were on a bus and we were parked somewhere in St. Louis. Like we hadn't gotten out, but we were waiting to go in somewhere, and we got kids from all different schools out there. And me and buddy Trent, we just picked two people, random people, sitting on the steps. It was almost like a courthouse with steps going up to it, like kind of a building like that. And we just started ad-libbing what they were saying to each other.
Oh, God.
And it got so out of control. Like the whole bus was laughing like it was the funniest shit they'd ever heard. And we'd never done that before.
Yeah.
It was just like we just clicked so well we could do that.
That's awesome.
I really wish I knew what our conversations were because they were probably funny, but oh, yeah, it was a good time.
So I'll jump ahead because I'm seeing something here. So was it 2005 you become a Red Sox fan?
No. That was 1986.
No. 2005 when they won the World Series.
That was 04.
That was 04, sorry. 04, you're
1986. 1986.
It wasn't when they won the World. That
was when they lost.
Okay. So.
And then next year, 87, was Roger Clemens was my hero. He was my first idol.
Is he still your hero?
Yeah. He's still the best pitcher I've ever seen.
Even with all the allegations.
He did steroids, but like a lot of those other guys that did steroids, they did it to prolong their career. I don't think. Obviously, Barry Bonds' numbers got completely inflated because of his. So